Hey everyone, this is Den Does Games, and before anyone points out the obvious, yes, I am a woman, and yes, I do wear glasses, and yes, I do have a nose ring. Anyway, my main reason for doing this video is because next month, April, is Autism Awareness Month, which, honestly, autistic people like me, we don't really need people to be aware that we exist. We need people who are actually willing to listen to us and to be our advocates, or let us be our own advocates. Charities like Autism Speaks don't actually speak for autistic people. They describe us as tragedies, which I will probably get into a rant about that later. Or they talk about finding a cure for autism, and we don't need that. We are not tragedies, and we don't need to be cured because there's actually not anything really wrong with us. We just process things differently, and sometimes we can't exactly articulate things as well as non-autistic people. And non-autistic people tend to have a problem with things like stimming in ways like, for me, if I get really worked up, I'll either have something small like a matchbox car or something like that to fiddle with, or if I'm really stressed out, I will rock back and forth a bit. Usually I thump against the back of the recliner, which is padded. It's not hurting me. It's not hurting anybody else. But it does help calm me down. Same with fidgeting with the little car or whatever I have. And most people who are autistic, when they stim, it's not hurting anybody. Same with if we're flapping hands because we're excited about something. It's not hurting anybody. Let us express ourselves. And a lot of us who are verbal, like I am, who are capable of speaking and communicating verbally and that sort of thing, let us speak for ourselves. Let us express what we need. Don't try to rush us, and especially don't judge us because of the behaviors that you might find unacceptable, like talking about things that excite us and make us happy. Like, I can go on for hours and hours about Transformers or Star Wars or basically anything science fiction related, or even actual science, like black holes and stuff like that. I love that sort of stuff. I will talk your ear off given the chance. But let us. If you see that it's making us happy and it's not hurting anybody and it's not illegal, then let us be ourselves. Don't try to make us fit into a non-autistic box. Not the best metaphor, I know, but it's what I can think of off the top of my head. And the nonverbal people who are autistic, they will try to communicate with you. Pay attention. We're not just doing this to act out. We're not doing it just because. Some of us find different things overstimulating. And if we're stimming, it's probably because we need a way to calm down, to focus. I mean, like me, I get really, really twitchy and anxious if music is too loud or movies are too loud. And I get triggers a fight or flight response in me, and most often it's flight. Not the best way to handle things, but I am working on it. And if stimming or any other negative behavior is going on, try and find out what's actually causing it. What's causing the need for trying to comfort ourselves. Like, some people might absolutely loathe the sound of certain types of artificial lighting. I know I get annoyed after a while if fluorescent lights are buzzing and I can hear them. And some people might not be able to handle crowds. Or they might be too overstimulating, which is a thing. It happens. It happens to me at conventions, and I love conventions. And just don't judge us for that. We're human. We're allowed to make mistakes, just like the people who aren't autistic. Just stop trying to make us into something we're not. Because we don't need a cure. We don't need to be kept away from other people, out of sight, out of mind, that sort of crap. We need people who are willing to listen to us when we speak up, when we ask for help. We need people who are willing to take that time and are willing to actually listen to us. Not just hear what we're saying, but actually listen. And it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It can be difficult. But you'll more than likely find that people who are autistic are some of the nicest, kindest people that you're ever gonna meet. Yeah, we just want to be accepted for who we are, same as everybody else. And if everybody would just listen to that, share this message along, and maybe not support Autism Speaks because they really suck. Which I could get into a rant about that, but I'm not going to. But yeah, just listen to us. Stop supporting charities and groups that are trying to label us as needing cured or tragedies and stuff like that. Some really great charities. Wow, I can't talk today. Some really great charities to support are the Autism Self-Advocacy Network and the Women's Autism Network. They are run by people who are actually autistic. And yeah, they could really use some support this coming month and all throughout the year. So what I'm trying to say overall is treat autistic people the way you'd like to be treated. Accept them for who they are. And accept that we're just kind of weird. We're weird, but most of us just want to be accepted. Want to be able to relieve stress in a way that is healthy for us. And yeah, accept us for our weird selves. But I better get going because I do have some other commitments. This is Den Does Games. Stay awesome to each other, and please don't support Autism Speaks this year.